Hi, I'm Tom from Change Outdoor Living. Thank you for buying one of our Muskoka chairs. Today we're going to assemble it. Here's what you'll need to do that. You're going to need an impact driver or a drill driver for sure. If you don't have one, you should borrow one. You will also need for sure a 7/16 wrench or an adjustable wrench. You only need it twice. An adjustable will be fine. A hammer or something to bang the bolts in would be useful. And what you may also need is a long Robertson bit. This is also a Robertson bit here, number 2. Or at least a screwdriver. 2 of the screws are a little tricky to get at. You don't need those for sure, but they might prove useful. You can get by without a pencil and a tape measure, but you probably have one, so you should use it. And a clamp might be useful, or a helper. Eye protection is advised. And of course you've got your hardware that comes with your chair in your kit. So I hope you have some fun. I hope you enjoy this video, and let's get started. Okay, first thing we're going to do is put a leg assembly together. I've already done one without you guys. Sorry you missed out on all that fun. But we'll do the second one together. You start by taking your carriage bolt, put it through the outside of the arm, this out, bolt goes in this side, tap it in, and then you place it through the leg here on the opposite side of the pre-drilled holes. So it's like this. Now you stand it up like this, put it on a flat surface, so this is square and this just extends out. Then you hold it still and lay it down. Take a washer and a nut, put it on there, take your 7/16 wrench or your adjustable wrench, either one will do. Get a little snug, doesn't take much. Now you double check it, you should be able to move it a bit to make it perfect. So you hold it flat here and just press this down. Then you take one of the 1.5" screws, put it into the pre-drilled hole here, and just pop it in. This will hold it into place. Boom, done. Now you finish tightening up the nut. It doesn't need much. Put in a second 1.5" screw. There's your leg assembly done. I'm going to take a break here, find that screw I just dropped, and I'll be right back for step 2. Okay, now we'll start with the back assembly. We have 2 curved pieces like this, and the 2 uprights are a little longer than some of the other pieces, but are similar in size. So make sure you have the right ones, the longer ones. And we'll start with the first curved piece. The bottom has holes, pre-drilled holes on both sides. So that goes here. The innermost holes go on the inside. Then the uprights, you'll notice, have little dots on the corners. They go down on your table and to the front. Dot there, goes up there. And then the top piece, the holes, only on one side, and they go out here like so. For this one we use 2-inch screws. Just line them up, use your fingers to hold it in place, and drive away. Almost done, just 2 more screws to go. Don't forget to line the pieces up as you go. Running at daylight here, I may have to finish this tomorrow. Alright, so remember that this is our top. Our bottom has the extra holes here. Now we grab our back slats. We have a middle slat. It's flat on top. And we have 2 for each side. Here and here. They go like that. Now this is the moment you may want your tape measure. You can eye it up if you'd like, if you've got a natural eye for this sort of thing. This is 20 inches wide, so I just make an approximate mark right there. Transfer it maybe down to the side of it here so I can see it. Then I take the pre-drilled screw hole from the center slat. I just line it up. And I take another 2-inch screw, pop it right in here. Now what I do is I take the other 4 slats, placing them like so. At the bottom, I put them right together. I actually forgot a step. First thing you want to do, and this is important, is you want to center up the top slat as well. So, just move the center hole to 10 inches as well. Pop a screw in there. Now the middle slat is fully lined up. Now we take the other ones. I like to put the bottom ones right beside the center one. So at the bottom, I screw them in right tight. When you're driving these in, take your time and be a little careful. As stainless steel will strip a little more easily than a regular screw. Mine has a speed setting here that I can turn down a bit. And when you're lining these up, line them up along the top too. You can sort of adjust here. Make it however you like, more aesthetically pleasing if you get them right, lined up perfectly. I just slowed down my speed setting so it strips a little less. there's no rush, right? We're here for fun. Now for the top ones, you can space them out however you'd like. A pencil works just fine. Let's try that. It looks good to me. I think the pencil's a 1/4 inch wide. It's a good number. Sorry about the light on my impact driver. It's probably a bit annoying, but I haven't figured out how to turn it off yet. It's pretty bright. It's handy. It's not great for camera work though. Speaking of camera work, in case you're wondering, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. How am I doing so far? Alright. Back assembly done. And I didn't drop anything this time. Okay. I'm back. Now it's time to put the back assembly onto our leg assemblies. It's a little tricky without help, as you can see. I don't have any help present right now, and when I'm building these chairs on my own, I made this handy dandy little fixture. But for you, it'll be easier to just get a friend, family member, uncle, brother, cousin. So get them to hold it like this for you. Before you put in the screws, line it up here so it's flush. This one uses 2-inch screws. Here we go. Oops. These are the pre-drilled holes that I mentioned earlier, had to be on the inside. This is the lower unit here. Just hold it right there very carefully. Now I'll go over to the other side. I feel like I'm playing peekaboo with my camera here. Got it. Easy. Like Sunday morning. All right, we're back, and today is actually tomorrow. Yeah, I decided to finish this chair in the beautiful sunshine. I've started without you guys, but don't worry, I saved a few slats for you, but I've started with the slats. Basically, when you're putting on the slats, you're just butting the first one up against the next and up against and up the next. Just keep them tight. I've decided to stop here and actually demo a slat because where the arms are, it gets a little long. It's tough to get into. I use a long bit, but you could also just use a screwdriver. It's only a few screws that need this longer bit to get past the arms, so a screwdriver's fine, but if you have a long bit, try it out. We're using our 2-inch screws here, and we can carry on. After we finish off the slats, we'll put the armrests on and we'll be done. For the front seat slat there, I'll go back to my short bit. It's a little better, you have a little more control with it. 2-inch screws. Only a couple more screws to do, and then we'll move on to the arms, and then we're done. Alright, arm time. All we gotta do is hold it up here in place. Line up the back edge of this piece with the back edge of the seat upright, and just hold it there. Hold it here, and just hold it here in place, and pop the first screw in. These are 1.5-inch screws, by the way. Perfect. You can do it by yourself, but this part's actually a lot easier with help. I've had a bit of practice. 3.5-inch screws. If you use a 2-inch screw here, it'll pop right out the other side. Next, grab two 2-inch screws, come around the other side, and we just pop them in from the back here. Like so. This has a bit of play in it, so you do want to hold it in place, or in line I should say, with the two pre-drilled holes that are already here. Finishing up the arms now. Two 2-inch screws to go. And we're done. Chairs weigh about 50 pounds each. You might want to get help lifting them. All done. Thank you for buying a Change Muskoka chair. And cheers to you for being a part of the change that we all want to see in the world. I hope you enjoy it.